Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video might hit a little deep because we're talking about something most of us grew up with but never really questioned: toxic Filipino culture. Of course, maraming magagandang values ang pagiging Filipino. Close family ties, hospitality, and strong faith. But let's be real. There are also behaviors we inherited na maybe we need to unlearn. Some things we call normal are actually harmful. And it's affecting our generation, our mental health, our confidence, our freedom to choose. So today, it's all real talk. Here are 5 Filipino traits we need to outgrow. And I'm not blaming, I'm just here to break the cycle. Trait number 1 is utang na loob as manipulation.
Let's be clear. Utang na loob is beautiful. It's a sign of gratitude, humility, and respect na ang ibig sabihin ay may tumulong sa'yo nung wala ka pa. May naniwala sa'yo kahit walang kasiguruhan. May nagbigay para makapagsimula ka. Pero kailan nga ba nagiging problema ang utang na loob? Kapag nagiging tanikala, imbes na inspirasyon. Dapat lagi akong available para sa kanila. Kailangan ko silang unahin kahit hindi ko na kaya. Nahihiya akong tumanggi kasi sila ang dahilan kung bakit ako nandito. Pero reality check tayo. Some people feel emotionally trapped, hindi makapagdesisyon para sa sarili, hindi makapag-ipon, hindi makapag-invest dahil laging may obligasyon na parang walang hangganan. Utang na loob should not be a prison. Yes, magpasalamat ka, magbigay pabalik kung kaya, pero hindi ibig sabihin neto na isasantabi mo ang sarili mong buhay, kinabukasan at maging ang iyong pamilya. Remember, hindi ka binigyan ng pagkakataon para maging tagapagbayad habang buhay. Binigyan ka ng pagkakataon para umangat at sa pag-angat mo, makatulong ka rin sa iba. Gratitude is not slavery. Love is not guilt.
Utang na loob is a value we are all familiar with. Gratitude, respect, beautiful in theory. Pero nagiging toxic siya when it becomes a lifetime or emotional debt, especially from family or a relative.
Kaya mong iwan lahat ng responsibilidad mo? Kwenta kang anak! Laki ng hirap ko sa'yo! Ganito na lang isusukli mo sa akin!
Sinunod ko naman lahat eh! Ginawa ko! Makapagtapos! Makapagtrabaho! Tapos ako pa kaya sasabihan mo na wala akong kwentang anak? Paano bang sukli gusto mo? Ano bang sukli? Ganito ba?
And here's the painful truth. Some parents treat their children like an investment, as if we raised you, so now you owe us your life. When you start making your own decisions and when they can no longer manipulate you, you suddenly become the enemy.
So paano ba ipapakita ang utang na loob na may respeto pero may hangganan? Number 1, communicate your plans. Be honest with your benefactors. Share your dreams and why you also need to save, invest, and grow. Give what you can, not what you don't have. Huwag ipilit ang wala. True supporters will understand. Set emotional boundaries. Hindi selfish ang pagmamahal sa sarili. Live inspired, not obligated. Mas magandang paraan ang pagtanaw ng utang na loob ay ang pag-angat mo rin sa sarili mong buhay at ang pagtulong sa iba na gaya mo noon. Ang tamang pananaw sa pagtulong ay dapat ito ay maging chain reaction of success, not burden.
All you're trying to do is start your own life. That doesn't mean you're abandoning them. You know, helping your family is amazing, but it should come from love, not guilt, and not control. I hope we can stop normalizing emotional blackmail, because that's not utang na loob, that's manipulation. Number 2, forced respect and afraid of speaking up. Respect is a huge part of Filipino culture, pero minsan, it gets distorted. Don't answer back, I'm older. You are being disrespectful just for explaining yourself. You're too young to understand. Wala kang natapos, wala kang karapatang magsalita.
Let me make one thing clear. I don't care how important you are to me. The moment you make it clear that I'm not important to you, you become a stranger to me. I've learned that loyalty is everything. If you can't see my worth, then you have no place in my life. I don't waste time on people who don't value me. Respect is earned, not given. And I give respect to those who deserve it. But the moment you show me that you're not, that you don't care, you lose my respect. You lose my trust. People come and go. I don't have time for games or for people who think they can treat me any way they like simple. You respect me. I respect you. You stand by me. I stand by you. But if you decide to walk away, don't expect me to follow. So if you're in my life, remember this, it's a privilege, not a right. I won't beg for attention. I don't chase after anyone. I focus on those who matter.
Let's be clear. Respect should be earned, not given just because someone is older, richer, or has a title. Now that I'm older, if I feel disrespected, unappreciated, or constantly belittled, I'm gonna walk away. Because honestly, I choose peace. Because why stay in a situation where whatever you do, it's not gonna be enough. And it will never be enough. And when you finally stand up for yourself, you are suddenly labeled as disrespectful. This is why Filipinos are not very outspoken. Because in our culture, explaining yourself is equivalent to being rude. So we just grow up quiet, suppressed, building resentment because we were never heard. And I think it's time to shift that. Respect is mutual, and you deserve to have a voice. Trait number 3, inget plus comparison culture. Another trait we need to outgrow, right? Inget at comparison. Filipinos love to compare, especially family and relatives.
Pahaplos nga, mahawa lang ng swerte. Kasi Mari, grabe ka na. Meron ka ng business ng halaman, meron ka pang ukay-ukay, ay talaga namang maasenso ka na.
Hindi naman, Mari. Kapos pa rin. Kaya nga, walang tigil ang kayod ko para sa anak ko.
Tama yan. Pero alam mo, mag-iingat ka. Kasi kapag umaasenso ka, ang sunod niyan, may maiinggit sa iyo.
Ay, asenso
Oo.
Mura-mura lang ng pumunta. Ay, ano pong hanap niyo?
Buti pa anak ni Pedro nagpapadala ng pera. Buti pa si pumasa na ng board exam. Ikaw kailan? Buti pa si may bahay na. Buti pa si dinala sa Amerika. Just like that, Instead of support, you feel pressure. Instead of encouragement, you feel you're not enough. So, why do we do this? We think that we're motivating, but really, we're hurting. Everyone has their own pace. Not everyone has it figured out, and I think that's okay. You should support your loved ones. Don't compare them. And let them grow at their own pace. And of course, let's stop being plastic. Fake smiles and gossip behind people's back.
Cars, anong latest?
Ito na ba mga Mari? Kaloka. Yung anak ni Aling Chona na yan, may gay pala.
Kasintahan?
Naku, balita ako, taga-Alabang. Ganyan na ganyan din sa dahil.
Be real, be kind. Because kindness lasts longer than fake praise. Trait number 4 is lack of accountability or palusot culture. Here's a very simple one, and stop making excuses. Late ako kasi traffic. Hindi ako prepared kasi wala akong load. Hindi ko kasalanan yan. Siya kasi Does it sound familiar? Filipinos are great at finding palusot. But if we want to grow, we need to learn how to say it was my fault and I'm gonna do better. I'll do better. Owning up is not a weakness. It's maturity. And let's stop normalizing excuses. Start normalizing accountability. I used to have that kind of trait where I keep blaming other people with my own action. And I realized that it degrades me because I can't be the person that's reliable. Because, if I can't own up my own nobody's gonna trust me. Does it make sense to you? If there's a problem and I did something to cause that problem, told my husband that I did something wrong, then we're gonna find a solution right away.
What you want is a culture of accountability, meaning if I pass the ball to you, you've got it. I no longer need to keep track of the ball. In a culture of low accountability, I can do fewer things because I'm keeping track of all the balls that I've passed around. If you can just pass the ball well in a team, your team can do exponentially more and deliver more together.
Last but not the least, the crab mentality.
In a crab bucket, no crab escapes. Why? Because when one climbs, the others pull it down. In the Philippines, this is called crab mentality. It shows up in backhanded compliments, gossip, and envy. We don't always notice it, but it's there. A friend succeeds, instead of cheering, we compete. A neighbor gets promoted, we question how. It's time to break the cycle. Let's lift each other, not pull each other down.
Goodness, we all know it. Someone is doing well and instead of cheering for them, uy, baka may sugar daddy ka dyan. Yayaman-yaman pero utangin din naman yan. Why? Because deep inside, we feel insecure. Here's the truth. Other people's success does not steal yours. Their wins do not make you less. So instead of envy, you should be inspired. Clap for people when they're happy, when they feel successful, and when they did something that's out of the box. Because you're gonna attract it to your life too. Just a quick recap. Manipulation is not a love. Respect should be mutual. Comparison and gossip destroy trust. Excuses hold us back, and crab mentality, wala tayong napapala dyan. The best part, we can break the cycle, of course. You do not have to repeat what hurt you. You can set boundaries. You can choose growth. You can be the generation that does better. If this video made you reflect, give it a like. Share it with someone na kailangan marinig to. So everyone, let's heal. Let's unlearn and let's grow together. Until next time, see you in my next video.